Today we are going to start chapter number 5, Plants and Photosynthesis, page number 68. In the first paragraph, they are telling you about why the plants are more important to us and what happens if there are no plants. So starting with the lesson, trees, bushes, grasses and flowering plants make our surroundings look attractive, but plants have a much more important role. Plants are the part of our food chain. Without them, we would die. What's being explained here is that basically all the greenery looks attractive to our eyes and they are important for the food chain. Plants basically are the producers, means that they make their own food. They do not depend upon anything else to make their food. You can see there is rhubarb leaves are very broad to absorb sunlight, and in the next picture it is written as grasses leaves are narrow but very thin, so gases can reach every cell. The gases being carbon dioxide and oxygen. The thinner the plant leaves are, the more easier it is for the gases to go. And the surface area. Plants make their own food by photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of the plants during the daytime. Leaves are well adapted for their job. Their broad, flat, thin shape provides large surface area, ideal for absorption of carbon dioxide and sunlight. So, what's being explained here is that the process through which the plant makes their food is called the photosynthesis. Plants take carbon dioxide and the sunlight from the air and convert it into the glucose and oxygen. The broader the leaves are, the flatter and thinner leaves it has a great chances to absorb carbon dioxide and sunlight. The next paragraph you're going to study about the leaf structure. The thicker line in the leaf, it is called the midrib, and the small lines spreading with it are known as veins. These veins, they are made up of xylem tubes which carry the water into the leaf, and phloem tubes which carry food away. Gases pass in and out of the leaf through the tiny holes called stomata. All leaves which has the veins, no matter how tiny, they have the two systems, xylem tubes and the phloem tubes. These tubes, they are collectively called the vascular bundles, and they are responsible for the transportation. So these are the xylem tubes which carry the water into the leaf. As phloem tubes, they carry food away to all parts of the plant. And the gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, they are transported into the plant because of the tiny holes called stomata. Next video will help you understand all about the leaves.
All our food finally comes from plants, either directly or indirectly.
Plants use photosynthesis to get energy. Every organism or living thing needs energy to live, grow, and change. All organisms get energy from food. To better understand how organisms get energy, we use a food chain. Food chain shows the relationship between the plants and animals. All food begins with the sun. Plants are producers. Producers are at the beginning of a simple food chain. Plants get energy from the sun.
Leaves that are the food factory or the kitchen of a plant need different ingredients for making its food.
Plants are special because they do not have to look for food, as they make their own food. Though leaves of different plants are different, they have some common features like midrib, margin, veins. Most leaves are green, thin and flat. The green color of the leaf is due to the presence of a substance called chlorophyll. The leaves are flat and thin, so they can trap as much sunlight as possible. If they were thick, all the cells wouldn't be able to get much sunlight or carbon dioxide. The process is called photosynthesis. Photo is derived from a Greek word phos, meaning light. Synthesis means putting together. Photosynthesis can take place only in the presence of the sun during the day only. Small pores on the undersurface of the leaf. These pores are called stomata. The stomata help to absorb gases from the air and also give out gases. We can also call the leaves the lungs of the plant.
Plants have their own systems. They have a xylem, which moves water and solutes from the roots to the leaves, and a phloem, which moves glucose, made in the leaves by photosynthesis, and amino acids to the rest of the plant. The xylem and the phloem are found in groups called vascular bundles, and the position of these bundles changes for different parts of the plant. Both the xylem and the phloem are made up of rows of cells that form a continuous tube running the whole length of the plant. The xylem vessels are made of elongated dead cells. Because of this, xylem vessels are tough, which is why the vascular bundles in the roots are in the center. The phloem vessels are made up of living cells. They transport sucrose and amino acids up and down the plant, depending upon where they are needed. Whereas in the xylem, the movement is just one way.
Moving on to page 69. Here you can see the outer and inner parts of the leaf. Leaf is attached with the stem by the help of leaf stalk. In the middle of the leaf is the midrib, and there are network of lines spreading from it are called veins. Veins give the shape to the leaf. They are also known as skeleton of the leaf. The flat part of the leaf is called lamina, which is responsible for absorbing sunlight. Next picture is about the inner parts of lamina. First part of lamina is the layer of wax, which is called epidermis. It is the outermost layer of the leaf. It is also waterproof, that is, it does not allow water to be absorbed by the leaf, hence the leaf retains its shape. Next are the tubes which transport water and food in and out of the leaves. They are known as xylem and phloem tubes, and collectively they are called vascular bundles. On the right side is the chloroplast, which contains chlorophyll that gives green color to the leaf. On the base of the leaf are U-shaped structure. They are known as stomata, and they are responsible for absorbing and releasing carbon dioxide and oxygen into the atmosphere.
A leaf is a very important part of the plant. Photosynthesis, the ultimate provider of food and oxygen, occurs in the leaf. The leaf consists of a flat, thin lamina, which is joined to the stem by a petiole. The flattened lamina provides large surface area for trapping sunlight. A cross-section of the leaf shows the upper and lower layers of cells, which are flat and irregular. Below the upper layer is the layer of tightly packed cells. These cells have specialized organelles called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain the pigment chlorophyll, which gives the green color to the leaf. The next layer has loosely arranged cells with large air spaces. The section also shows tubes specific for transporting the absorbed water into the leaves. The lower layer has many pores called stomata. Each stoma is surrounded by two guard cells, which regulate opening and closing of the stomata. A leaf absorbs carbon dioxide from the environment through these stomata, which after passing through air spaces, enter into the chlorophyll-containing cells. Both water and carbon dioxide molecules are finally absorbed by the chloroplast. These chloroplasts also have the capacity for trapping energy from sunlight. And this energy is used to synthesize glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. These oxygen and glucose molecules diffuse out of the chloroplast.
Moving on to the next topic, the chemistry of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a series of chemical reactions. The raw materials for these reactions are carbon dioxide and water. The products are glucose, sugar, and oxygen. Energy for the chemical reaction comes from the sun. Sunlight is absorbed by the green chemical called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is contained in the chloroplast inside the plant cells. Photosynthesis can be represented by this word equation, which is carbon dioxide plus water and incorporating sunlight, which is absorbed by chlorophyll, and it makes glucose and oxygen. What's being described here is that photosynthesis, which is a process of making the food by the plants, is not just a chemical reaction, it is a series of chemical reactions. The raw materials, the things that are required for the reaction to happen, are the carbon dioxide and the water. And when the carbon dioxide and water are combined together, sunlight is page number 70. Sunlight energy makes the carbon dioxide and the water combine together was written on the previous page. In the next picture, they are showing you the process of photosynthesis, the whole process, and this video will help you understand what the process is.
Leaves that are the food factory or the kitchen of a plant need different ingredients for making its food. These ingredients include water from the soil, carbon dioxide from the air, and sunlight. Water from the soil is absorbed by the roots of the plant. From roots, water travels through the stem to the petiole and then to the leaves. The water is distributed to the entire surface of leaves by the veins. To take carbon dioxide from air, there are stomata. Stomata are the minute openings present on the lower surface of the leaves. Through stomata, carbon dioxide moves.
We're in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. They synthesize glucose and release oxygen. The oxygen diffuses out through the stomata. The glucose is transported through other specialized tubes to all parts of the plant, aiding in their growth.
The process of preparing food by plants from carbon dioxide and water using sunlight is called photosynthesis. The term photosynthesis comes from two words, photo meaning light and synthesis meaning putting together.